Welcome to Wonderland Stories. Today, we bring you a magical tale of fairies, adventure, and wonder. Get ready to enter an enchanted world where dreams take flight. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in the heart of the enchanted woods, lay the mystical fairyland, hidden beneath glimmering moonlight and golden sunbeams. It was a place where fairies danced upon flower petals, whispered secrets to the wind, and painted the dawn sky with their sparkling dust. The queen of the fairies, Queen Elara, ruled with kindness and wisdom, ensuring harmony among all magical beings. One bright morning, the fairies awoke to an unsettling silence. The crystal-clear river of starlight had stopped flowing, its shimmering waters frozen in time. The flowers that thrived on its magic began to wither, and the sky above lost its radiant hues. A deep worry spread across fairyland. Queen Elara called upon the bravest fairies to investigate. Among them was Leela, a curious and courageous fairy with iridescent wings and a heart full of adventure. Alongside her best friends, Finn, a clever fairy with emerald green wings, and Willow, a gentle healer fairy, they set out on a quest to restore the river's magic. Their journey led them deep into the whispering thicket, where ancient trees hummed forgotten songs. As they ventured further, they met an old owl named Sage, who knew the secrets of the land. "The river's magic has been stolen," Sage hooted. "A dark shadow has taken root in the cursed hollow, blocking the river's flow." Determined to save their home, Leela and her friends pressed on. They crossed the silver bridge, where enchanted fish leaped in midair, and ventured through the glowberry fields, where tiny lights blinked like stars. Finally, they reached the airy cursed hollow, a place shrouded in mist and silence. In the center stood a gnarled black tree, its twisted roots wrapped around the river's source. At its base lurked a shadowy figure, Mulgar, a banished sorcerer who longed to drain the fairies' magic. He had cast a spell, binding the river's energy to his dark staff. Leela stepped forward bravely. "You must release the river's magic, Mulgar," she declared. The sorcerer sneered. "Why should I? Fairyland has banished me. Without magic, you will wither, and I shall rule." Finn, quick-witted as ever, whispered a plan. Willow nodded and waved her hands, summoning vines that crept up Mulgar's staff. As he struggled, Leela used her fairy dust to weaken the spell's grip. Finn darted forward and snatched the staff from Mulgar's grasp. With a final burst of light, the staff shattered. The river gushed forward once more, its magic flowing freely through fairyland. The flowers blossomed again, the sky regained its dazzling hues, and the fairies cheered in joy. Defeated, Mulgar vanished into the shadows. Queen Elara, watching from afar, appeared with a proud smile. "You have shown courage, wisdom, and kindness," she said. "Fairyland thrives because of fairies like you." As a reward, the three fairies were gifted shimmering crowns of light, marking them as guardians of fairyland. From that day forward, they continued to protect their enchanted home, ensuring its magic remained forever bright. However, their journey was not over. That night, as they celebrated, a sudden gust of wind swept through the enchanted woods, carrying a faint whisper. Leela turned to Finn and Willow. "Did you hear that?" she asked. Willow nodded. It sounded like a call for help. The fairies followed the voice deep into the woods, where they discovered a tiny fairy named Nissa trapped inside a glowing cage. A faint purple mist surrounded her, and her wings shimmered weakly. "Please, help me," she pleaded. "The dark sprites have captured my home." Queen Elara appeared beside them, her expression grave. "The dark sprites are ancient creatures who thrive on draining magic. If they have returned, Fairyland is still in danger. Without hesitation, Rila and her friends set off toward the hidden glade, where the dark sprites were said to dwell. As they neared, they saw twisted vines and shadows swirling around an ancient fairy tree. Hundreds of dark sprites darted through the air, their eyes glowing red. "We need a plan," Finn whispered. "There are too many of them." Willow took a deep breath. "I can use my healing magic to weaken their powers, but I'll need time." Rila nodded. "Then we'll create a distraction." With that, the fairies worked together. Finn used his speed to weave in and out of the sprites, confusing them. Leela sprinkled fairy dust over the vines, making them loosen their grip on the fairy tree. Willow chanted a soft melody, sending waves of golden light through the glade. One by one, the dark sprites shrieked and disappeared, their power fading into the air. The tree glowed brighter until, finally, the last sprite vanished. The fairy tree pulsed with renewed energy, and Nissa flew free, her wings strong once more. Queen Elara arrived, her face filled with pride. "Once again, you have proven your bravery and love for our home." She touched the fairy tree, and a burst of golden light filled the sky. "From this day forward, you shall be the guardians of the fairy tree as well." Rila, Finn, and Willow beamed with joy. Their adventure had brought them closer, and they knew that as long as they stood together, Fairyland would always be safe. And so, under the silver glow of the moon, the fairies celebrated, their laughter echoing through the enchanted woods. Thank you for joining us on this magical adventure. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like and subscribe to Wonderland Stories for more enchanting tales. See you in the next story.